Experts warn of interest rate rises. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee, because experts are warning of interest rate rises. Even though the RBA officially announced, the breaking news I received in my email from a broker. If you're like me and you got a home loan or you went to a broker, you get on their mailing list and you get all the garbage. It was breaking news that the Reserve Bank didn't adjust the interest rates. It's still sitting at 0.25%. Shock, horror, gasp. But I guess to some people who don't follow the news and aren't interested, that may actually be breaking news. So I saw an article on news.com. It was originally from the Courier Mail. Don't celebrate the RBA flatlining rates. Prepare for a rise, the experts say. So prepare for a rise. The experts are warning us. They're warning us. They received, the Finder survey. Finder, that website which compares things, which gets, let's say, compensated for shifting you to certain businesses, which is in the business of generating traffic for other businesses like maybe mortgage brokers or banks. They're warning us. They're predicting that there may still be a rise. There may still be a rise. And people are worried. People are concerned. People are scared. There's a lot of uncertainty in the economy right now. But I'm going to tell you a little magic secret. Because even here on Finder, when people are asking in the comments, what's going to happen in 6 to 12 months? We can't answer. There's too many unknowns. I can. And here it is. Okay, you ready? Ready? I'm going to have a sip of coffee because we need to get ready for this. Now, it's all to do with one little figure, one little number that the governor of the Reserve Bank is measuring and is watching. The unemployment rate. The unemployment rate. Right now, we're sitting at 7.5%. That's using the ABS statistics. There is no way they're going to increase the cash rate with the unemployment rate so high. Once we start getting closer to 5 and then 4.5% is his target, then they might consider it, or they might attempt to do it. But what's happened in the United States when they tried to normalize rates? There's a question for the class, for the audience there. Come on, let us know in the comments. We all know what happened. The market punished them. They got slapped by the market. And the market runs the Fed. So then, of course, they had to dive rates. And an interesting thing that's mentioned in this article, they're referring to during the last time we had cash rate stagnation of 1.25% for 34 months, banks increased their variable rates 7 times. So they increased it 7 times during this time. And this is from Finder Insight Manager Graham Cook. So while that happened, other banks didn't as well. They're more than just some banks. But there's an interesting predictor that you should all be aware of. It's on the ASX. So it's the RBA rate indicator for October 2020. So right now, as of, today, September the 1st, or yesterday, September the 1st, 36% believe that there'll be no change in interest rates next time. 64% at this stage believe it will go to 0%. To 0%. Now, if we get a 0% cash rate, everyone, that doesn't necessarily mean that all of our mortgage rates are going to go to 0. It doesn't mean that. There is a gap between our mortgage rates and the interest rates that the banks carry. I'll bring up this chart here. You can see the mortgage rates and the RBA's cash rate. There's the standard variable mortgage rate. There's the RBA's official cash rate going down, and the gap between the two widen. Because there's a point where, there's certain costs associated with providing mortgages, providing services to banking customers that aren't going to disappear just because the cash rate the bank borrows the money from goes down. And, of course, they want to maximize their profit. It would be great if we could all borrow directly from the RBA. Wouldn't that be good? I mean, it is meant to be the bank in the best interest of the people. But nonetheless. So, why? Why would news.com be jumping on an article like this, trying to worry people? You've got to prepare for your variable rate. It could shoot up again. They're predicting in next year, 2021, they're thinking rates will go up. Experts are apparently warning of this, Graham is telling us. And I went over to the Finder website to have a look at the survey. And you can see the survey, and they've got here, we've got 34 days until the next RBA forecast. And you've got all the economists, and they're saying it will hold in August and hold in September. There's Michael Yardney, and he goes, interest rates won't rise till unemployment drops to 4.5%, and that won't be for 3 to 4 years, and it's unlikely the RBA will drop rates further. So the question is, and going through some of these ones, look at Andrew Wilson. Monetary policy continues to be sidelined, with economic activity generally now better than expected, notwithstanding significant new changes now in the Victorian economy, with obvious repercussions for national growth. Some better news balanced by some worse news. Oh, well, mate, not today. We're going to get news about Australia entering in recession officially, and we're going to take a huge hit to GDP, and Victoria is going to have a lasting legacy on Australia. Shane Oliver, the same thing. You can go through all of these things. No one here is saying, they're saying it remains extraordinarily unlikely to cut the cash rate below zero. They're all talking about the cash rate potentially going zero or negative. That seems to be a common trend. I cannot see any change in the foreseeable future. It will bump along the bottom for a good while yet. What's Tony saying? The lagged inflation response to monetary-based growth conventionally has been assumed to be 18 to 24 months later. What's Noel saying? The future is so uncertain, and the possibility of a vaccine is a major factor. Air travel, tourism, so same thing. No one here is saying prepare for variable rates to go up. They're basing that on previous examples. Previous examples of where, we see it here, where the standard mortgage variable rates were going down, were going up. This is only to 2015, but still. So, why could they be doing this, Florian, you ask? Why could they be doing this? Well, would be the reaction to people. If you're suddenly on a good rate, you're suddenly on a good interest rate, good variable rate. I like the variable rate. Lets me chuck more at my mortgage than a fixed one. But I'm thinking, okay, no. This news.com article is telling us we need to jump in. We need to get a fixed rate. Oh, Finder had that survey. Let's go to the Finder website. Oh, look, Finder has all of these great comparisons for us. Oh, we can just start going to all of these. Why don't we just click here? Isn't it nice of Finder? Being so nice, providing that news to news.com. So am I just being a cynical bastard? Maybe. Maybe I am. But I wouldn't worry too much about the cash rate going crazy until unemployment adjusts. Right now, it's at 7.5%. 7.5%. We're about to get news later today. I may actually discuss that. I'll do a live stream about it. I'll organise that because this is the first recession Australia's been in 28 years. That's going to have a psychological impact. That's going to hit our business confidence. That's going to hit our consumer confidence, everyone. I'll bring that up. And don't worry, I'm sure, naturally, the share market will probably fly up to the moon, ASX 200 up 15% because of recession declared. That's the clown world we're in now. That's the utterly insane clown world we're in. So I'm not particularly worried about interest rates going up, about the variable rates going up. If they do, there are other options, there are other banks. Even if they do, it's so low at the moment. I'm sure a lot of people have buffer. Now, the RBA recently did an investigation into the impact of a 40% property valuation fall on the banks. So the banks are at risk of tipping over, according to that analysis. But that doesn't mean we wouldn't have drastic and horrific economic consequences, and we wouldn't get a recession for an extended time. What do you think? With the banks, being all touchy-feely and all nice, they're extending the mortgage holidays. They're probably tapping people on the shoulder saying, you need to get out. They want a slow exit of the market. They want to reduce their risk in a slow method. This is what I'm assuming. Do you think they'll start pushing up rates too quickly? Going against the banks? What would be the political ramification if we're in a deep recession and they start increasing rates while the cash rate didn't? Maybe that would be the final thing that pushes the RBA to go into negative. Lucky we got that cash ban in place. So guys, let me know what you think about it. Do you think it's just a fluff piece to try and generate some traffic for Finder? Are you really worried about the variable rate going up? Or is it just that most people don't follow the news that closely, so they aren't aware that the governor has set in stone? He's set in stone, although he could change his mind if drastic things happen. But I mean, what damage would that do to the economy? Think about it. Everyone's already worried now. We're already not spending. If interest rates went up and people had to even struggle to service their mortgage more, that's going to just decimate the entire economy. It would be crazy. It would be crazy. It'd be exciting times to live in. Certainly would. Certainly would. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see where it all goes. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. What's your current variable rate? Do you have a variable mortgage or a fixed mortgage? Do you do the old trick of ringing up and trying to get a discount? Let us know in the comments down below. And I'll see you all next time. If you enjoy the content I created, there are a few ways you can support the channel. You can join the channel on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or Kucoin. You can buy merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next episode.